I'm Brian Seifried. I'm the owner of Wing Shack here in Fort Collins and across northern Colorado. It's a little bit about the history of Wing Shack. I was going to school here at CSU, fell in love with chicken wings, was working at a local wing joint, and decided to strike off on my own. I went down to Greeley, right across the campus, UNC, in 2004 and opened the first Wing Shack. Since then we've been growing steadily, and in 2016 we opened up Wing Shack Fort Collins here on the Main. When people taste the food at Wing Shack, you know, flavor and the crispiness is all part of the package, but what we really enjoy is when people gather and share wings with friends and family, whether that's here at the Wing Shack, getting together and kind of going communal on some wings together, or you bring them home for the game. I think the most fun part about chicken wings is it's a food you always share, a food you have during a celebration or when you gather for a game, and that's what we enjoy most. Well, I think Fort Collins is a great community, and it really embraces independent restaurants. It embraces its own identity, and that means the world to us. When you make the choice to spend your dining dollars with local independent restaurants, you're making the choice to keep those dollars here, to support local people, local businesses, and keep our community prospering. Whether that's you come in the Wing Shack and walk in the door and join us here, or you order online through Nosh for delivery, it helps support independent restaurants and keep the independent restaurant scene thriving here in Fort Collins. You know, with Wing Shack, we've always tried to run community-focused restaurants. From day one, we try to take care of the communities that take care of us. Being a part of the communities we operate in means the world to us. You know, we're honored to have everybody come here and choose to eat with us. So we like to give back. We always try to involve ourselves with the schools, with community organizations, with community events. We get the Wing Shack food truck out on occasion, and we try to get out in the communities. We chose to be a part of Nosh because we believe in independent restaurants, and we believe in the independent restaurant community in Fort Collins and northern Colorado. You know, I believe that independent restaurants help give our communities a sense of character and a sense of identity. In this day and age of chain restaurants, you can travel across the United States and eat at the same restaurant in every town across the country if you choose. But if you really want to get to know your community, you got to choose to eat at the independent restaurants. And independent restaurants tell the story of the community's history, the community's present, and where a community is going in the future. We've been partnered with Nosh since the beginning. You know, the founder approached us and had this wild idea of not giving all of our money to the big national third-party deliveries, but that we could come together and build a company together that would help protect the interests of independent restaurants in northern Colorado and in Fort Collins. And right away, just the energy and the excitement behind the idea, I fell in love with. And the idea, even before Nosh was named Nosh, we were signed up. The idea of restaurants getting together and working together to protect the interests of local independent food gets me excited, and that's why we're proud to be a part of Nosh, and that's why we jumped in right at the beginning, and that's why we're going to be a part of Nosh always. We really get excited about working with Nosh and working with a restaurant-owned co-op because it brings the community together. You know, in the restaurant business, we often get busy and caught up in our own world. With Nosh, it's kind of given us reason to take some time and get together and talk amongst ourselves, and you know, we all share the same common problems and can share solutions and just get to know each other, and that's been a big part of Nosh. It's also important that we stick together, and there's a lot of big companies that are trying to take their cut or kind of encroach on what we do as small independent restaurants, and to have this co-op kind of gives us control of our own destiny, and I think that's one of the most important parts of Nosh. Working with Nosh, I feel like helps not only the Wing Shack, but the local and independent restaurant community have the promise of a bright future.